But the fact that I fell in love with Meghan so incredibly quickly, that everything, all the stars were aligned, everything was just perfect. It was this beautiful woman just sort of literally tripped and fell into my life. I fell into her life.
Prince Harry, once the golden boy of the British monarchy, is now facing a storm that could strip him of his Duke of Sussex title. And trust, this ain't just tabloid gossip, it's a full-blown political showdown. So buckle up as we dive into why the House of Lords is gunning for Harry's crown. Remember when Harry was the people's prince? Always in the spotlight for his charity work, military service, and that iconic walk behind Princess Diana's coffin. Fast forward to 2025, and the narrative's flipped. After stepping back from royal duties in 2020, a move dubbed Megxit, Harry and Meghan Markle have been living it up in California. But their Hollywood dreams have come with a hefty price tag. From Netflix deals to tell-all interviews, they've been cashing in on their royal status. But here's the kicker. Many Brits feel they've been cashing out on a title they no longer honour, and the optics don't help. Despite relocating across the pond, the couple continues to use their Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles in nearly every venture. Whether it's at celebrity galas, media appearances, or branding their multi-million-dollar content deals. Many in the UK feel betrayed, claiming the pair want the perks of the monarchy without the responsibility. While Meghan has rebranded as a lifestyle entrepreneur, Harry's identity is still tangled with his royal roots. Critics say it's not about stepping back. It's about staying relevant while seemingly disowning the institution that gave them a platform. Enter the House of Lords. A coalition of senior Conservative peers and crossbench members have introduced a formal petition to invoke the Titles Deprivation Act of 1917. This law was originally used to remove titles from royals who supported enemy nations during World War I. Now it's being revived to target Harry. While Harry hasn't committed military treason, critics argue his actions, like his explosive interviews and memoir Spare, betray the Crown's values. His alignment with political groups in California and controversial statements about the First Amendment have raised eyebrows. The House of Lords sees this as a moral betrayal, not just a personal vendetta. This isn't your average royal family feud, it's gone legislative. Multiple members of the upper chamber have openly questioned whether Harry's ongoing involvement in US politics, combined with his media commentary, disqualifies him from holding a title tied to a constitutional monarchy that demands political neutrality. Peer Lord Forsyth has reportedly called Harry's conduct a direct contradiction to the standards expected of nobility. And while critics in the press sharpen their pens, the Lords are sharpening legal tools. If passed, this petition could set a precedent unseen since the days of King George. And Harry? He's the royal test case of the century. The British public is livid. Polls reveal that over 60% of citizens support removing Harry's title. Even in Sussex, the region he represents, locals are voicing their frustration. The petition is gaining traction, and it's not just Conservatives backing it. Members of the Labour Party, typically more forgiving of royal controversies, are joining the chorus demanding accountability. Insiders claim Harry is seething with rage, especially after the airing of his BBC interview just hours after losing his appeal for taxpayer-funded UK security. The timing, tone, and content of the interview only fueled the firestorm of backlash. British tabloids had a field day. The Daily Mail headlined, "The Prince Who Lost the Plot," while The Sun called the interview a tone-deaf performance. On social media, the hashtag #NotMyDuke trended for days, with thousands calling for the monarchy to act. Even Sussex constituents, who once proudly claimed Harry as their duke, are now signing open letters demanding he relinquish the title. One local council member stated, "We deserve representation, not a Hollywood celebrity who barely steps foot on our soil." As public fury mounts, the political pressure builds. And Harry? He's learning that even across an ocean, royal accountability doesn't take a vacation. King Charles, while publicly silent, is said to be monitoring the petition closely. Though he has the power to revoke titles through letters patent, he appears to be allowing Parliament to take the lead. This move avoids the appearance of personal vendetta and presents the decision as a democratic one. Prince William's position is even more telling. Reports suggest he hasn't raised a single objection to the petition and supports the initiative privately. For a man known for restraint and diplomacy, his silence speaks volumes. Palace aides whisper that Charles is walking a fine line. Having faced criticism for his handling of Prince Andrew, he's wary of being seen as heavy-handed. Instead, letting the democratic machinery of Parliament make the call shields the Crown from direct involvement. Insiders say Charles believes the monarchy should be above political tit-for-tats, even when they involve family. Meanwhile, William, ever the tactician, has allegedly expressed in private that Harry's continued use of royal titles while taking potshots at the family is unacceptable. This silence isn't indifference, it's calculation. The palace knows one misstep could make them look vengeful instead of virtuous. A modern update to the Titles Deprivation Act is gaining momentum, the Dignity of the Crown Act. This proposed legislation would make it illegal to use British noble titles in foreign political arenas. Critics argue that Harry would be the first to feel its effects. The Act aims to safeguard the monarchy's dignity and prevent the commercialisation of royal titles. Despite claims of rejecting royal life, Harry and Meghan continue to use their Sussex titles in nearly all public-facing ventures. Their Netflix deal, podcast appearances, and media branding lean heavily on royal associations. Observers have dubbed this practice title trafficking, using inherited prestige for personal gain, while violating the responsibilities tied to those titles. Parliamentarians backing the Act argue that noble titles should come with noble conduct. One MP told The Times, "This isn't just about Harry. It's about protecting a system that's centuries old from becoming a branding tool." Meghan's podcast Archetypes was advertised globally as a project by the Duchess of Sussex, while the couple's Netflix credits proudly brand them with their royal styles. Critics say if you want to step away, you step all the way. But right now, their hybrid status is raising eyebrows, and the legislative stakes, if the petition succeeds, Harry will lose not only his Duke of Sussex title, but the last thread of institutional legitimacy he clings to. Without the shine of royalty, their public personas would be fundamentally altered. They would be forced to reinvent themselves not as royals, but as celebrities. And in the cutthroat world of entertainment, that transition is anything but guaranteed. Without their titles, Harry and Meghan risk becoming yesterday's news. Their brand, built on royal prestige, could collapse. The palace's silence is strategic. By allowing Parliament to lead the charge, the monarchy distances itself from accusations of familial revenge. And what would that look like in practice? No more Your Royal Highness introductions at elite summits. No more leveraging the Sussex name for book deals or streaming projects. Hollywood's love affair with royalty is real, but it's built on perception, not permanence. And once the sparkle fades, so might the offers. Industry insiders speculate that brand deals and sponsorships could dry up quickly without the royal halo. They'll have to hustle harder than ever, one Hollywood PR expert told Vanity Fair. Without that title, they're just another celebrity couple in a sea of influencers. This isn't just about Harry. It's about the future of the monarchy. The Crown is letting the will of the people and the mechanisms of government do the work. As royal biographer Robert Lacey noted, this isn't a father punishing a son. It's an institution protecting its future. The outcome remains uncertain, but the writing is on the wall. Parliament is acting. The public is furious, and the Crown is retreating. Prince Harry may soon face the ultimate royal reckoning, not by exile, but by erasure. The bigger picture? This could reshape how titles are handled for future royals. Discussions are already bubbling about introducing stricter codes of conduct tied to noble honours. If passed, this precedent could influence how Beatrice, Eugenie, and even Prince George manage their public personas decades from now. In many ways, Harry's case is the monarchy's wake-up call, a test of how tradition survives in the modern world. And if Parliament succeeds, It won't just strip a title. It'll signal that the British crown is willing to evolve, even if it means cutting loose its most rebellious prince. So, what do you think? Should Harry keep his title, or has the time come to close the royal chapter for good? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want the latest updates on this unfolding royal saga, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, keep it royal, keep it real.